People that want a big deposit up front, to me, would be a big red flag.
Home remodeling can get expensive, and finding a trustworthy general contractor isn't always easy. In this video, I sit down with Gary Walberg, a seasoned general contractor, to talk about what homeowners should look for and what to watch out for when hiring the right contractor for their next project.
My name is Gary Walberg. I have a framing company, 6810 Construction. I got started in construction through a friend, pretty much out of necessity. I was getting married and I needed a job. I started as a laborer for about a year. Framing was something that I really kind of enjoyed to do. When I first started, my first experience framing, I really enjoyed working for some of the guys that I worked for. They had a lot of knowledge. I just liked, because we were building stuff, I working with my hands, and it was just something that was just pretty cool. I learned from Jeff Brown. He was a big influence on me in framing. Taught me about layout, taught me about really how to read plans. I was running a lot of framing work for probably 15, 20 years. I mean, I'm doing all the stuff that I would normally do if it's my own business, writing change orders, doing everything, talking to superintendents, clients even, different stuff. And so we opened 2 accounts, 10 grand in each account, and then we just went for it. I had my wife. I mean, without her, I probably couldn't have started really this company. We really did it together. 6810 was what we used to square sometimes rooms out. And so it was a really cool concept.
Do you need to hire someone with a license?
You want somebody with a license. There may be some times where you could hire somebody that doesn't have a license, but you better make sure you know what you're getting into. I have a license. I hire guys that may not have licenses, but I know their quality of skill of work that they do.
How much do I pay at the start of the job?
You would never want to give anybody more than 10% of the value of the job to start anything. I would want my homeowner to feel they're more ahead than behind, that they haven't spent more than what I've done on their job.
How many quotes do I need?
You should at least have 3 quotes. And if you're the one hiring all the trades, let's just say you didn't want to hire a general contractor. You wanted to hire just the trade guys to do the concrete or to do the framing and to do these sort of things, specialty things. Maybe your job's not that big. Maybe you want to run part of it. I would just get multiple bids on all that stuff.
Get recommendations.
To me, you always want somebody that's recommended. Did somebody use them before? Do you have a friend that has ever built a house or has information on somebody that can really do the job?
What to look out for at the beginning of a job?
When guys come on a job, like first week of work, how are these guys really working? You're really checking that out. Like if you have 2 guys one day and then they're off for 3 days and then 2 guys come another day, that's a problem. If you're starting a job, you want all hands on deck. You want to be progressing that job. There's no reason why, if footings are dug, that you shouldn't have all the form boards hung, steel in the footings, and you're rolling. If you're waiting on a concrete guy to finish his concrete to progress your job, and this guy can't perform, you got to get rid of him.
Should contractors be able to give you a timeline for the job?
You kind of have an idea of how long stuff's going to take. So, whether it's days or weeks, or months, you got to kind of look at the job and see how all the trades work together, how your inspections are going to go. The more you can kind of put those parts together, you can really come up with a good timeline to complete a job.
How often should the general contractor be on site?
I would go to my jobs every day. I don't like to be in my guy's business though, because I ran work for a long time and I never really, like my boss necessarily coming to the job and kind of lording over me. My guys have plenty of skill. I like them to just work stuff out. If they have a question, something they need, then give me a call.
How important is communication?
Communication is super important. Some clients want to be phone call every day. Some they want to talk about certain things, and super important as a framer, like for me to talk to all my trades, plumbing, HVAC, all of them. I'm framing the building for all these trades to go in. You want them to work, right? You don't want to come in and go hang a light and there's a joist right there. Go to put a toilet in and there's a joist right there. And not cool. You're supposed to lay out for all that stuff.
Advice for getting into construction.
But if you want to get into a certain aspect of like a trade or something, to me, the best advice is go do it. Okay. If you want to be a framing contractor, go frame for 5 years, go frame for 10 years, do it, work with your hands. At the end of the day, I care how a building's built. I care how all things are put together. As a framer, you don't want to just throw up a building.
I hope you found this interview helpful, and best of luck with any of your future remodels.
Rowan's like this in the background. No. Got it.
As a former small business owner, I love supporting small businesses and sharing their stories. Go show them some love. Their info's in the description below. If I've earned your support, please consider subscribing. Drop a comment if you know a small business with a story worth sharing. In the meantime, check out one of these videos, or this one, to learn a bit more about me. See you in the next one.